Hello, everybody, and welcome to the CMG content marketing podcast. I'm here with Joe and Anna, and we're just going to be talking about some of the stuff we've done in content marketing so far. One of the huge ones we've done is we went on a Des Moines trip, Paws and Pints and Coffee Cats. And what was your guys' thoughts on that trip?
Well, it was a valuable experience. I had actually never been to Paws and Pints. I've been to Des Moines several times, a lot of times. We got to see the facilities at Paws and Pints, which, for those of you who don't know, is a place where you can board your dogs. You can buy accessories for the dogs, treats, as well as, you can get a bite to eat while your dogs are getting tended to. There's a bar side in there. It's something to experience for everyone.
Yeah, I agree. It was also a really good experience working hands-on with Twister's Cafe and also the Coffee Cats people.
Mm-hmm.
So we got to know more of what they wanted from us with our marketing groups.
Yeah, I would definitely have to say the pints was my favorite part of that trip. Definitely enjoyed the beer. It was a good beer. But yeah, Tom with Drool Whip, I mean, that's kind of what our project is focusing on.
Tom is awesome.
Yeah. There's been we've been looking at a lot of aspects of what he's doing, just a lot of suggestions, I know, in our group, kind of what we think we could change, what we could think we could do better. Just kind of producing a lot of content for socials, advertisement space. Just kind of what's your guys' strategy, I guess, in that department? Like, what are you guys kind of focusing on?
First off, we did get tons of content. I think everyone there had a camera or a phone, and someone even came with the professional, setup. So got some pretty quality content while there. We got to walk through and get to see the back of the facility where they let the dogs out to roam.
Mm-hmm.
We actually got to go and see where they're housed. Got some good pictures and footage of that. I recommend anyone who's ever in the Des Moines area to stop in and take a peek at their facilities. It's one of a kind. I've never seen anything like it.
Yeah, it was huge. It was way bigger than I was expecting, honestly. That outdoor play area for the dogs, boarding, they have indoor. Just having that bar there, that's a cool aspect that, you really don't see anywhere else. I think they're planning on developing one in Cedar Rapids, I believe, right? Looking at something like that. Not for certain on that, but I believe that was in the mix. I guess with this, I know personally Canva has been a huge learning curve during this project, and I didn't know. Are you guys using Canva when you're producing this content, making stuff, or are you kind of looking at different software? Like, what are you?
I've used Canva. A little bit of Lightroom. I'm not too far off into that, but I'd like to get more experience with it, so I'm playing with it as much as I can to kind of advance my skills with it.
I've done a lot of Photoshop, photo editing with the content that I got at Twister's Cafe and Coffee Cats.
Photoshop is tough. I every time I look at it, I mean, it's just like I'm reading a different language. It's so complex. It's something that I wish I could learn for sure.
Learn something every time you open.
Yeah, for sure. I guess the biggest aspect for this has been kind of just developing content for the social aspect of businesses and stuff like that. That hasn't really been something that I've delved too deep into. It's kind of been more like poster, advertisement, 20% off, say stuff like that, nothing too crazy. So I'd say definitely with this project, there's been a huge aspect of learning the social side of businesses.
Oh, yes. Thanks to Tara, we've definitely been exposed to some, good opportunities to kind of develop skills. And as far as that goes, Coffee Cats was a nice trip as well. Went there right after Paws and Pints. Not a cat person, but that was probably the most intimate I've been around cats,
Yeah, I have a little bit of allergies to cats, and it normally doesn't bother me, but I mean, that was the one thing I noticed when we went there. I walked in, and it's like, whoo, just a wall.
For sure.
Eyes were scratchy, throat was scratchy,
Sure.
puffing up. Yeah, I was not.
Coffee Cats is a good stop too. I got a couple of good souvenirs in there.
Yeah, it's. Well, folks, I think that's all from us. Thanks for tuning in. Stay smooth.